What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Beyond. This is going to be episode 4. I hope you're ready for an awesome episode. It's going to be great. Today, we have a lot planned. We are going to build a house. We're going to finish our start to Botania, and we're also going to be making a energy cell, which will be pretty darn useful, and some other stuff. So, without further ado, we're going to get started with the Botania. So, let's go over here. We've got the stuff already planned, other than the seeds, because of course, if we had everything planned, that would be too good. So, let's get our stuff ready. So, let's get our bucket out of here. As you can see, our tools have changed a bit. Last episode, I made, Tinker's tools, however, they were quickly replaced by other tools. For instance, these are from Project Red Exploration. These are with peridots and sapphires, and of course, I've also got a Certus Quartz pickaxe. I did have Project Red ones, but it broke, and I haven't been able to find any more gems, so I'm using these. These are really good picks anyway. They got 250 durability when they're first made, and they're pretty darn fast. So, let's get going. So what we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves some endo flames. Now, these are really cool flowers from Botania that generate mana from burnable sources of energy. So, they are made with 2 brown, 1 grey, 1 red, and then you just need a seed, and that will turn all your flowers that you just put into endo flames. So that is really cool, and we can then just make all these flowers and generate some mana to make the stuff that we were going to make last episode that we didn't get around to. So, we've got 4 endo flames. If you put them like this, 1, 2, 3, and we'll do 4, they should automatically connect to that. But of course, we don't have the one to tell. So, we're going to make that. And that is made simply like this. We need 3 living wood twigs. I have obviously got some more of that between episodes. We're going to need some petals of some kind. And as you can see, my inventory is a mess. I've got a lot of items, so we're going to need to make a way of storing a lot more items this episode, which we're going to do. So we've got a lovely pink Wand of the Forest. And as you can see, these guys have already linked to the mana spreader. If you place them after you've placed the mana spreader, they will automatically connect, and this guy is of course connected to that as well, which is great. So if you hover over that, you can see what it's connected to. So that's really cool. So now we need to make those things generate some mana, and as I said, they will burn any burnable material for the generation of mana. So if we get ourselves some coal, will be good enough. Let's get a nice stack. We've got a bunch of that, so I mine all of it I come across. So you know, we've got a nice amount of that, and if we just chuck that down there, they're gonna eat that up, and they're gonna generate some mana. So if we now hold keep right-clicking on that, we can see that some mana is being generated. So that is pretty darn awesome. If we look in our chest here, we should have a bunch of stone and glass. Now, what I'm going to do is with this stone and glass, we're going to build our house, because that was not the best idea. I'm sick and tired of living outside. We're not going to be a hermit the whole time. We are going to want to build ourselves a proper house. So, let's get doing that. So, we're going to get ourselves a chisel. We're going to open that up, and we're going to see what blocks we can build. Now, there is a lot of blocks, obviously, added by Chisel that we can use to build our house. The blocks I mainly like building with are these ones, which are wide bricks from Chisel. There are also these, which are quite cool, but I think they're maybe a bit plain for me. Those are a bit plain as well. These are really cool. So let's get a bunch of those ones. And for the sides of my house, I like using these kind of bricks. So, that is like the selection of bricks we're going to use, and then what we're going to do is we're going to plan out kind of a way we're going to build it. We're going to build it sort of over here-ish. It's going to be probably a 9x9 with a prerequisite to direwolf 20. He uses 9x9s, and they're actually really good because they're the perfect size that torches will cover the area. We can put it a bit better, a bit bigger. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Let's turn on chunk boundaries. So I'm thinking we're going to build a house probably in this chunk, actually. Maybe not a 9x9. We're going to build, I think, a house for this whole chunk. And then it just means we can chunk load this one chunk and it will power our whole house. So let's get building that. So we're going to need some chiseled stone. And we're going to use these for the corners. I think these look really nice. So yeah, let's get going. So we're going to need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think. And then we're going to go... 4. We're going to want 4. And these are going to be the corners of our house. So if we follow the whole chunk along, we're going to use these for the walls, I think. We could use arrayed bricks. That's obviously what they look like. So we've got either these ones or these ones. I think they both look really cool. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use kind of a mixture of both. I think we're going to use arrayed bricks here. Not there. We're going to use arrayed bricks, probably. I might get rid of these. And these can be arrayed bricks. Yeah, I think that looks quite cool. It is turning night time here, so we are going to go and need to sleep. So I think that looks quite nice with these bricks like that. I don't know, maybe I'll change these again. Let's do that. Let's put these guys back. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So that's quite cool. And then, of course, we will do the rest when we get back from sleeping. So let's put that coal we just picked up back down again. So they can continue burning that away. Let's go for a sleep before we get killed by some mobs. I think I'm on peaceful mode, actually, because I was AFKing while my smelter smelted all, obviously, the stone and stuff. So let's turn that back on. And, yeah, so, this is the way we're going to design the house, I think. And then we're just going to go with this chisel stone, pretty much, all the way across to the end of the chunk boundary. So let's break that torch. We're going to need to do a bit of terraforming, but that's never too difficult. So let's bring that out to, we're going to need to leave, what, 3 blocks? So 1, 2, we're going to go back 1. There we go. So, we'll put that there, we'll put that there, that there. Not over there, really, game? That there, and that should be cool. So, I'm going to pretty much build this up, and I will be back when that's done. So, I'll see you in a minute, and stay tuned. Alright everybody, welcome back. We've done a decent amount of stuff since you've last seen me, kind of thing. So I've made the house. I think it looks pretty sick. We'll take it inside in a sec. As you can see, I'm cooking up a bunch more sand. You can probably guess why. We're going to need a ton of glass to, window this thing in. So, this is the inside. The outside is made out of, instead of being the first bricks I thought, I've still got those corner pillar ones, but these are small bricks from chisel. And then we've got 2 different types of bricks inside. They are big tiles from chisel and trodden bricks. So, looking pretty cool, I think. And then I just did this on the ceiling to give it a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of effect, I guess. And I think that's pretty cool. So, every so often I've been lobbing a few coal in here, because otherwise, it despawns. So, I lob sort of enough 2 goes round of that. And then I'm just checking this every so often. So, pretty cool. We're waiting for the glass to smelt to be put into the windows. We've got a little bit in there. We can take that out as well. So, let's get as much of this as we can. We're going to do clear glass from Ender.io. Considering that stuff is, from the name, you can tell it's pretty clear. So, we've been using this builder's wand, which is really awesome. It lets you, obviously build things pretty quickly like that. This stone one isn't the best, doesn't have all the modes. I don't really know how to change it. I don't know if you can very well. But it's pretty cool. So it's coming along the base. As you can see, quite clear glass looks really nice as windows, which is cool. So that's what we're doing. And yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. So I'm just going to finish up on the windows. Now I'm actually going to get doing what we're going to do this episode. So let's just finish up with all the glass we've got. We might even... No, we're not going to have enough, but we're going to have nearly enough. So that's good. Yeah, we're only going to need a little bit more for the ceiling, but the ceiling will probably take a fair amount, I'd imagine. But there we go. And then obviously we're just going to fill all the rest of that in. But for the time being, let's do our Botania stuff that we were going to do. So, if we, of course, now we've got the windows we can't get out. So, the middle is these 2 blocks. I will create the doorways between episodes. Obviously, they'll look a lot cooler when they're done. But let's get rid of that. So there we go. Looking pretty cool. So if we get ourselves, if we look first of all in what is this, NEI, we can see that we want to make ourselves a ring of magnetization. Now that takes a mana steel, then it takes a mana lens magnetizing, which is some more iron, some gold, and then some more mana steel and some glass panes. So we might have enough glass. We do have enough glass here. Good. So let's do that. We're going to need, what, 8 iron. And then one of them's going to need to be one of them's going to be normal iron, and one of them's going to be normal gold. And that, I think, should be enough. So, let's go over to our mana pool and see if we have enough mana to turn 8 of our iron ingots into mana steel. So, let's see. We do. We could, of course, just all drop them off in one big bunch, but, just wanted to do them manually to see if that would be cool. So, I think we're probably on peaceful again, because I did go AFK again while the stuff was smelting up. So, let's go back to hard mode. Right, so, we're going to make ourselves the mana lens now. So let's get this guy and do that. That's going to get us our mana lens. Then we're going to need to turn that into a mana lens magnetizing, like so. And then we just go like this. And that goes there. And there you go. A ring of magnetization. And this will make all nearby items obviously fly towards us. I don't know if it will work very well with them. Hopefully they'll eat that first. Yeah, if you hold shift, it doesn't pull items towards you. So that's a cool thing you can do. But there we go. That is that. Now, next of all, we're going to want to move our furnaces and stuff into the base. However, I'm probably, again, going to wait for them to smelt up. So we're probably going to do another jump cut here. Not sure. First of all, let's chuck some more stuff in there. That is going to not do too well. We've got a nice bit of sand left in there. First of all, actually, let's not jump cut, because we're going to make some more stuff. So, as you can see, I have a ton of storage problems. Mainly cobblestone and gravel and blocks like that. So, we're going to make some items. First of all, I want to make some caches. Now, these are from Thermal Expansion, and they can hold a ton of items. These ones can hold 2,000 items, which is a lot of stacks. Let's have a look how much that is. 2,000 items is 31 and a bit stacks. So that's quite a lot. So we're going to want 3 of these, I think. 1 for dirt, 1 for gravel, 1 for cobblestone. So yeah, let's get 3 of them. So that's going to take, what, 9 tin? Do we have 9 tin? We have 8 tin. Do we have any more tin to... Yeah, we do. To pulverize up. So let's do that. Let's pulverize that up. And then we're going to make ourselves some caches. So let's prepare the rest of it first. We're going to need 3 chests. We have 2, I think, in here. We do. This recipe does exist, so let's do that. Beautiful. And then we're going to want, what is it? Some servos. So we're going to want 3 of these. So we're going to want 12 redstone and 3 iron. Beautiful. And then we're going to want to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. And that should have turned into... No, I did it the wrong way around. That's fine. There we go. 3 redstone servos. Let's grab the pulverized tin out of here and quickly just chuck that in. Then we can open this chest up and put our sand back in there. And then they should smelt up and we should be able to get our tin. And then we're going to make some of these things. Now, these are barrels from, like, it was in the old, well, Jabba mod. I think it's a remake of that. But they're really cheap. If we look at the barrel upgrade, I think just right-click on a chest and it will turn them into a barrel. And as you can see, these for 16 barrel upgrades. It's not very expensive at all. And then they'll turn into, I believe, into these guys. Yeah. So you put a chest and one of them in your crafting table and they'll turn into these guys. And these guys can hold 64 stacks. Which is a lot, I would say. I would say it's a lot. And then I'm pretty sure you can just, you know, upgrade them and with all these upgrades. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what these ones, I'd imagine these guys delete items for you. You just use a trash can. I've got one of them, so... But you can get an infinite capacity thing, which is cool. So we're going to try some of them, and that should be really cool. We've got our tin made now, which is great. We wanted 9, so 9. Let's make ourselves some caches. Now, these are made 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. Beautiful. And what we can do with these, we're going to put them in our house, of course, because we're going to be living in here now, so why not? And let's put the caches like that. Beautiful. And what we're going to do is we're going to put gravel in the middle one, I think. Now, let's put... If you hold shift click, you can get a stack out at a time. We're going to put gravel in the top one. We are going to get ourselves well, we'll get ourselves the rest of the gravel first. Beautiful. Let's go back over to our caches. We're going to put some dirt in the bottom one. And then we're going to put cobblestone in the middle one. And I think that should be pretty darn cool. So those guys can hold a ton of items, which is good. And they can also be upgraded, which is also very handy. So let's grab the rest of our dirt and a bit of cobble. And let's start transferring our items into the lovely barrels, which will be pretty darn cool. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And they do have like a little status bar at the bottom showing how much of their whole overall storage is being used, which is nice. So we can, at a glance, see how full they are. And of course, at the moment, they're literally barely not full at all. They're pretty much untouched in terms of how much stuff they can hold, which is good. So if we again just go over here one more time and chuck that in there, we can see that that has, well, it doesn't actually say how much it has in it. If we shift right click, we can lock them so nothing else can go in them. Not that it really matters. It's annoying you can't see at a glance how much cobblestone you have in there. I thought you used to be able to. But, I don't know. But that's fine. There might be an upgrade for that we can do. So, what we're going to do next is we're going to make some of these Yabba barrels. So, let's get some, how many chests left have we got? We've got 3, which is good because we've got a lot of this stuff that we would want to sort into Yabba barrels, I'm thinking. So, yeah. Let's get, a load of these. So, we're going to want some planks. We're going to want 6 planks and 2 iron bars. We have the iron bars. And 6 planks. Let's just get a bunch of wood. And let's turn them into planks. Beautiful. Let's go like this, and like so. So, let's see how these guys work. I don't know what this item is. It keeps flowing around, but it won't actually go into my inventory. It's kind of weird. So, if we do that, that's going to make us some item barrels. Now, let's just put them down here for the moment. If we grab some wheat, never used these before. There we go. So, that's got a bunch of wheat in it. Oh, we can hold shift and we can see how much that's in there. That's really cool. And then we can lock it like that and we can look at the settings, barrel settings. Ah. Cool, I've never looked at these before. So we can see how much items they hold. It holds 4,096, which is 64 stacks. So that is pretty darn cool, I would say. That can hold wheat. So what would happen if we broke that now? Let's have a check. Will it keep its items? It does. That is cool. That is really awesome. It does, however, only say there is 64 wheat in there. I thought we put more than that in there. Or did we only put 1 stack? No, we did only put 1 stack. Okay. So let's break that. And let's go and put these in our house. And then between the episodes, I will make more and store the rest of our stuff here. But I'm thinking at the moment, that is a pretty cool way of storing things. So let's chuck that down. And let's put our wheat back in there. And there we go. So, what else do we want to do this episode? We want to, of course, make ourselves our energy cell. Now, this guy is still pumping through his glass. So, that's fine. Let's have a look how much an energy cell is to make. How costly they are. I don't think they're too bad. 4 iron, 4 glass. We have the glass, of course, which is great. And we have a bunch of iron. So, 4 iron, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to need a lead gear, I think it is. So let's have a look. It is a lead gear. So 1 iron and 4 lead. And that's going to make the energy cell frame. And then to make the energy cell, we need another 2 lead. We're going to need a block of redstone and a redstone conductance coil. So we're going to need 11 redstone. And a piece of electrum. Now, how do we make that in this mod pack, I wonder? It is made. We can make it, I'd imagine, in the alloy smelter. Yes, we can. It is gold and silver. Beautiful, we can do that. Gold and silver. Lovely. So let's take, again, all this out. And let's chuck in our gold and our silver. Put you back in like that. And then you should smelter and give us a piece or 2 pieces of electrum. There we go. Beautiful. So let's take you out. And now let's make ourselves a redstone conductance coil like so, which is awesome. And then we can make ourselves a redstone block. We can put that there. We can put, well, first of all, let's make our energy cell frame. That was the wrong item. Like that, like this. Boom, 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 boom. And then boom, 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 boom. Lovely jubbly. Let's get that. Let's do that. And that. And then that. And there we go. Energy cell, basic. So that can hold 2 million RF, which is actually a lot of power. And that's, I would say that's pretty darn awesome. So, I think we're going to call this an episode. During the break between this episode and next, I'm going to put all our items into there. And that should be really awesome. I'm going to get all of this moved into there, sorted all out, and it should be pretty darn nice. But a really cool thing, quickly, about having our magnet on is now, when I farm, the items will just come straight towards me. So I won't have to run around and bother about picking them up. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, everyone, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. It's been a really cool episode to record. And yeah, thank you very much. Again, I will see you later, guys. Goodbye.